SpongeBob has always been known for its incredibly odd episodes at times. There have been no shortage of weird episodes over the years, but perhaps some of the weirdest have to be the Patchy the Pirate episodes. People either love or hate Patchy, but episodes with him are certainly memorable and have that certain SpongeBob charm. But one Patchy episode moment sticks out in my mind as one that people never really seem to notice or talk about, and it's always been in the back of my head like, did that happen? Or what really happened with that? But today I want to take a look at that. And it came from the episode way back in Season 6, Episode 23, called Truth or Square. Now, Nickelodeon had been hyping this 1-hour special episode for weeks leading up to the premiere, telling everyone that SpongeBob and Sandy were finally going to be married, and it was this big thing, it was a big deal. But many fans were upset that Nickelodeon hyped the marriage, but it turned out to be just a play, an act, or whatever. It wasn't real, or so we thought. What if the marriage was legitimate and SpongeBob and Sandy are actually married for real? Well, this got me thinking. If we take a look at one of the biggest reasons why I think this is true, is when SpongeBob transitions to the memory that he and Sandy got married. Everyone reacts like they don't remember it. Patrick even quote, freaks out as he starts yelling. But SpongeBob remembers it very fondly, very clearly, and it's obviously a very meaningful memory to him.
Remember the day Sandy and I got married?
What? No. I'm freaking out!
And that's probably why fans were let down so much when later it was revealed that it was just a play. Because, SpongeBob remembered this so fondly. Why would they do this? Why would they write this script that way? And that's why a lot of fans were upset about this episode after watching it. But like I said, could they actually be married? Well, let's take a deeper look at this. One of the biggest things that goes for this theory is that it's an actual priest, not a pretend one that's actually marrying them in the play, or quote-unquote whatever they're doing. There's entire joke seemed to be a play, but the priest at the end of it says, quote, "I didn't know this was a play."
I didn't know this was a play.
I think that was Sandy and SpongeBob's actual wedding, but all the people at Bikini Bottom thought they were going to a play because the thought of SpongeBob getting married just seemed impossible to them. This is due to the perception that Bikini Bottom has of SpongeBob. Thus, it would be also why SpongeBob reflected upon it in his actual wedding. That's why he was thinking so fondly of it when he went back to that memory. I mean, if you think about it, SpongeBob never reflects on his failures in a bright light. I mean, if you think about it, failing is something that is a major hit to his confidence. And so if he would, the flashback memory of this so fondly, you would think that if it was a fake, it would be something like he wouldn't remember so well. If his marriage to Sandy was indeed a play, it would be considered a failure because it didn't go over well because the audience thought the play was terrible. They stormed out. They were all angry. If this were the case, SpongeBob wouldn't see it in a positive light and reflect on it so fondly like he does. He sees it positively because it's the day that he married the love of his life, actually got married to Sandy. This would mean that the joke was not that they got an actual priest to play a role without his knowledge. The joke is instead that Sandy and SpongeBob actually got married, but no one in Bikini Bottom, except for those two, know about it because the citizens' perception of both SpongeBob and Sandy and the thought of SpongeBob being married in general was impossible. It was unheard of. It was like something so ridiculous to them that it just had to be a play. It had to be made up. It had to be fake because, look at him. We know SpongeBob. That's not something that would ever happen. If you think about some of the comments the crowd sets that they leave, it really makes more sense.
Boo! You stink! Worst play I've ever seen! And a total ripoff!
What has happened to the theater?
Lousy costume!
The audience was looking for something over the top, something dramatic, something insane and entertaining, but instead they got this. When their expectations were as high, they received something that was very low. Instead, what they got was SpongeBob and Sandy actually going through a legitimate wedding, which they thought ended the quote-unquote play, but it was never a play at all. That's why it sucked as a theater performance, because it wasn't a performance. The citizens of Bikini Bottom see it as a failed play, while SpongeBob sees it as a successful wedding and the beginning of his marriage to Sandy. So to him, it's not a failure. It's one of the happiest moments of his life, and that's why he looks upon it so fondly when he has that memory of it. And the rest of them seem so oblivious. I'm like, what do you mean you got married? I don't remember that. But he does, and only him and Sandy know that. And the two of them have gone on being married in secret ever since that episode, and it's kind of a little funny thing here. I love this theory. Thank you for listening, and I want to give a quick shout out to the Reddit user who wrote this. His name is But I've Read It. I'm sorry, I probably pronounced that wrong. I will leave a link to the original theory. Big thank you for him for coming up with this and putting this all together. Please go over there and show him some love on Reddit. But anyway, guys, that's all I have time for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, please do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this in your sub boxes daily. Check out some previous cartoon conspiracy theories. There's a whole playlist full of them. Check those out. As always, remember, guys, that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, guys, take it easy and peace out.